Welcome to Agriculture and Fishery Art 7. Today, we will tackle the Quarter 2, Lesson 1, the Career and Business Opportunities in Agriculture. Agribusiness. We have different types of agriculture jobs or careers. We have the administrative jobs, engineering jobs, labor jobs, the sales jobs, and the science jobs. First, the administrative jobs involves performing administrative roles that support workers in the agriculture industry. Next, the engineering jobs involve using high-level science and math to solve complex problems. Next, the labor jobs require workers to perform manual tasks such as planting, harvesting, caring for animals, and maintaining equipment. Next, we have sales jobs, are performed by professionals who are responsible for selling materials and products to customers. Next, we have also a science jobs, are those of scientists who work in agriculture and specialize in crops, livestock, or food production. For agricultural jobs, we have the farm workers, growers, grain elevator operators, agricultural equipment technicians, purchasing agents, farm warehouse managers, agriculture specialists, sales representatives, crop managers, environmental engineers, feed mill managers, and research scientists. First, the farm workers perform essential manual labor tasks under supervision of farmers and ranchers. Growers are responsible for taking care and raising crops that involves proper management of the growing plants and its environment to keep the crops plants healthy. Grain elevator operators assist in maintaining essential quality standards of grains by properly storing, shipping, and purchasing grains. Agricultural equipment technicians maintain, install, and repair machines and implements. Purchasing agents are responsible for buying agricultural products and raw materials and wholesale for processing and reuse. Farm warehouse managers are responsible for overseeing all activities related to storing, shipping, and receiving agricultural materials. Agriculture specialists perform administrative support and clerical tasks that focus on a certain aspect of farming. Sales representatives sell materials and products to businesses and government agencies. Crop managers oversee the many steps in the crop production process. Feed mill managers supervise the production and storage of animal feed. Research scientists who specialize in agriculture often work as food scientists who research and develop processes for manufacturing, storing, and packaging food. Next, for Lesson 2, the agricultural tools, farm implements, and farm equipment. Agricultural tools are commonly light and handy that are needed in accomplishing farm activities. For digging tools, we have the crowbar. It's used for digging big holes and for digging out big stones and stumps. Next, the pick mattock is used for digging canals, breaking hard topsoil, and for digging up stones and tree stumps. Grab hoe is used for breaking hard topsoil and pulverizing soil. Spade used for removing trash or soil, digging canals or ditches, in mixing soil media. Shovel used in removing trash, digging loose soil, moving soil from one place to another, and for mixing soil media. Spading fork used for loosening the soil, digging out root crops, and turning over the materials in a compost heap. For cutting tools, we have polo, used for cutting tall grasses and weeds and chopping branches of trees. Pruning shears for cutting branches of planting materials and unnecessary branches of plants. Axe used for cutting bigger size posts. Knives for cutting planting materials and for performing other operations in horticulture. Under cultivating tools, we have the light hoe, used for loosening and leveling soil and digging out furrows for planting. Hand trowel, used for loosening the soil around the growing plants and putting small amount of manure fertilizer in the soil. Hand fork, used for inter-row cultivation. Hand cultivator, used for cultivating the garden plot by loosening the soil and removing weeds around the plant. Rake, used for cleaning the ground and leveling the topsoil. Next, for harvesting tools, we have the harvesting knives, scissors, pruning shears, are used for harvesting vegetable crops. Sickle, a handheld agricultural tool with a variously curved blade typically used for cutting weeds. Next, for carpentry tools, we have hammer, used to draw, remove, and drive nails. Crosscut saw, used to cut woods, construct compass, piles, and fix vicinity fences. Pliers are used repairing tools and carpentry work. Screwdrivers are used to tighten and loosen nuts and bolts. Chisel are used to smooth the wooden handles of garden tools and implements. Next, for measuring tools, we have the weighing balance. Used weighing harvest and agricultural inputs such as fertilizer. Meter stick, used for measuring garden plots and height of plants. Tape measure, used for measuring the distance of planting and layouting an area. For other agricultural tools, we have the knapsack sprayer, used for applying pesticides and foliar fertilizer. The trigger sprayer, used for applying pesticides in seed boxes, seed trays, or seed beds. Sprinkler, watering seedling and young plants. Wheelbarrow, used for hauling trash, manures, fertilizers, planting materials, and other equipment. Crates are used carrying harvest from farm to market. Seed trays serve as containers for raising or growing seedlings. Seed boxes serve as containers for raising or growing seedlings. Pail for hauling water, manure, and fertilizer. Next, for farm implements. Farm implements serve as accessories by draft animals or mounted on machineries needed for the land preparation. First, we have plows. We have native plow and the disc plow. These are farm implements either pulled by a working animal or a tractor. The plow is specifically used for tilling large areas, making furrows, and inter-row cultivation. Next, we have harrow, the native wooden harrow and the disc harrow. The native wooden harrow is made of wood with a metal teeth and pulled by the carabao, while the disc harrow is made of metal mounted to a tractor. Harrows are used for tilling and pulverizing the soil. Rotavator. The rotavator is an implement mounted to a tractor used for the tilling and pulverizing the soil. Next, the farm equipment. Farm equipment are machineries used for land preparation and transportation of farm inputs and products. It requires highly skilled operator to properly perform their respective uses. First, we have the hand tractor, used to pull a plow and harrow in preparing a large area of land. Four-wheel tractor, used to pull this plow and this harrow in preparing much bigger area of land. Water pump are used to draw irrigation water from a source. Axial thresher helps to separate the seeds from the stalks. Combined harvester combines six farm operations such as gathering, transporting, reaping, threshing, cleaning, and bagging crops. Seeder used for sowing corn seeds and rice seedlings The germinated seeds directly in the paddy field. Corn dehusker, used for peeling the skin of the corn and removing weeds from the cob. Rice miller, used to remove husks and the brown layers to produce an edible rice.
That's the end of our lesson for today. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like and share, subscribe, and hit the bell button.